An RKO out of nowhere, Michael Cole makes it all about himself, and we take a look at all the good, the bad, and the ugly from WrestleMania weekend. This is City Wrestling Radio.
Give me a hell yeah!
Welcome back to City Wrestling Radio. I'm your host, Corey Smith, being joined, as always, by my co-host with the most, Mr. Jose Oseguera. How are you today, sir?
Doing well rested after an eventful weekend. How are you doing? How's everything over at Smithland?
I'm doing pretty good. This weekend, it was an eventful weekend. I mean, you had 2, maybe 3 holidays people were celebrating this entire weekend.
Yeah,
I mean, sure. I took the entire weekend off. I put all plans on hold. I said, in-laws, nay, you put Christmas on hold for a football game. Pause button.
Yes, 100%.
It's WrestleMania weekend, baby.
Yeah.
And I still got mac and cheese out of this situation. So,
sweet.
Anyways, it was a good weekend. I feel like after WrestleMania weekend, especially one that involves Easter and other things, that it's kind of an exhausting weekend. You know, like I feel like bloated. I feel like tired. Yeah. I feel like I should eat some greens. I should get back. It's like a new year, just kind of reviving after everything. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed WrestleMania as a whole. I mean, what did you think of the whole weekend?
I mean, I'm gonna say this again, like I say about a bunch of events in the past. It was a roller coaster. It was up and down. It was good and bad, mostly bad, but some good. I felt good about it. Is it some matches weren't WrestleMania matches? Let's just say that.
Yeah. But like I said, a lot did happen. But before anything happened, like before we even got into WrestleMania on Saturday morning, we had the news, the big news that WWE acquired AAA, Lucha Libre, the Lucha Libre, known as AAA, as Michael likes to call it. It was announced, like I said, during the pre-show of night one. The commentary team surrounded by a bevy of luchadors from WWE and
Vikingo.
Hijo
del Vikingo.
Yeah, he was the only representative besides, is it Marcela Pena and other officials.
Yeah.
Anyways, but first off, what do you think of this? What do you think of this acquisition, Jose?
It's very interesting. I'm pretty excited because I know, well, according to the internets, AAA is not the best company to be working for right now. And then hearing about and going down the Stephanie Vaquera rabbit hole and all the allegations there. If you're not well versed, look it up on the internets.
I'm not, but so I will afterwards.
Yeah. Crazy stuff with like some death threats.
Okay.
Yeah. So knowing the history and knowing the history of the company itself, I think this can go 2 ways, really, really bad, or it could be a positive for both companies. It's very AEW. Yeah, giving off very Forbidden Door vibes.
Well, I mean, look at AEW. They're like, we're gonna work with CMLL, and WWE's like, we're gonna buy AAA.
yeah. So we'll see. I'm excited nonetheless. Being Mexican descent, I'm juiced. Let's see where this can go. I just really don't want to see all the mass wrestlers delegated to Muppet Show status.
Yeah. And Jose, if California was still part of Mexico, I would be of Mexican descent too, but I'm not.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, there's a lot of questions to be had still, like that remain to be unanswered. Where are certain people going to go? Isn't their champion Alberto Del Rio like
suspect?
He's not. He cannot come back to WWE. I'm sorry. Like,
please no.
No, get him out of here. Vampiro, sure, why not? We'll keep him for AAA commentary, but is he now an employee of TKO or WWE?
Yes, apparently. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Vampiro like part of creative down there too?
I believe so. I mean, I don't know. I'm not well versed in the Lucha Libre.
Yeah. Well, I know he brought back the brand new La Parca. Let's
exactly. Go. Oh, are we going to get La Parca in WWE finally? I think La Parca. politicking for La Parka in the 2026 Royal Rumble.
Let's
It
go.
needs to happen.
But you're talking about the new skinny guy, right? Not LA Park.
No, I want all of them. Every
should all make a
Parka,
difference, yeah.
La Parka, Los Parkas. I want,
And
El Parka.
does Dom have lightweight homage in his outfit to La Parka?
He does,
right?
yes. Yeah, I believe his his top is, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of his godfathers, I think. He has like 6 wrestling godfathers.
But on the PR side of things, both WWE and AAA issued statements Monday morning, providing some details on the deal. WWE wrote that the acquisition is subject to the satisfaction of customary closing conditions and is expected to be officially finalized in the third quarter of this year. WWE said that I think Marcela Pena, the Pena family, I'm sorry, will continue to be involved in the next chapter of AAA. Dorian Roldan, AAA's GM, said WWE's press release, AAA has been a family-operated promotion for over 3 decades, and our trust could not be placed in better hands, yada, 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 yada.
Yeah. So third quarter, be prepared. If that PLE does bad June 7th, WWE will pull out.
I mean, yeah, I think that's about second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, if that doesn't play, I think it'll do good though. I mean,
it will.
Worlds Collide. It's actually the same day as Money in the Bank too.
Yeah,
which I think is strange. Like they're going back to back, and then I think there's a UFC event happening that night in LA as well.
Yeah, talking
so
about
like
your basis. Yeah,
I mean, there's not a whole lot of crossover between WWE and UFC, but there's some.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, it's an NXT show.
Yeah,
so,
I would go, but fiance's birthday. Sorry. I'll be in Tahoe that weekend.
Oh, nice. Maybe I can make the trip out there. We'll see.
There you go. We'll do a live report.
Yeah.
Hey, it's like, because every stadium is horrible Wi-Fi, like no matter when you go. So you'll be like all glitchy and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so like I said, this is what kicked off the 2 days of WrestleMania, but let's take a look at all the good, the bad, and the ugly from this weekend.
Yeah.
WrestleMania weekend. It's a little segment we like to do here at City WrestleMania, just kind of shuffling through everything, giving our favorite moments. So I'm going to start things off with the good list, because I want to kick it off with that men's IC title match, the 4-way Penta, Bron Breakker, Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor. I think was probably one of the matches of the weekend.
Yes.
It outshined, I think it even outshined the main event night 1. And for sure outshine night 2 main event.
Yeah, for sure.
And Dominic Mysterio, I mean, like I said, I'll say it again later in the show, but he's kind of really coming into his own, being this new kind of like badass heel. He's no longer the scaredy cat little guy hiding behind Rhea Ripley. So what do you got on this list, Jose?
Yeah, same here, man. That match was just, fantastic front to back. The finish was good. The action in ring was good. Storytelling was good. There's not much I can complain. There isn't anything I complain about this match. Everything went right.
Yeah. And then also another thing I'd like to throw on this list, the good list, is this women's triple threat match. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair. Didn't go the way I thought. I'll say that. Although I did call that IC title match.
Oh, do a T.
But Io Sky walked out.
Said the segment. Sorry.
I will apply WWE. I saw that writer's position open, coming for you, just like Booker T coming for. No, never mind. I'm not going there. Anyways, that's how you don't get hired at WWE.
Yes.
That women's triple threat match, I think, bar none, great match. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. What can I say?
Yeah, that match totally did it for me too. Prediction confirmed. So me and you striking gold here. Yeah. Another thing I'm going to mention is Jacob Fatu winning the title. Very excited for the homeboy. Glad you're there, Jacob.
Yeah, it was good to see him win the title, and kind of when it wasn't like there was no questions, there was no let the finish, it was just point blank. He won the title. I want to see him split off from Solo and Tama, but I guess they're still friends. So the only thing I didn't like Okay,
Mhm.
that mask was a little stupid. Mask was a little dumb. I get it's WrestleMania. Like, I just didn't like it.
Better than that Finn mask, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, the bag.
The bag over his head. First off, okay, Finn Balor's character is. I feel like he's just been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for the last 6 or 7 years, like
Yeah.
online, because that's all I see when I see his character. I'm like, you are just like a creative. Given I like his look, and I
Yeah.
would, if he made those track pants, I'd fucking buy them.
Yeah.
But
But you know what's worse?
what's
He's the guy that once he unlocks a certain piece of clothing, he has to wear it.
yeah.
He had to put that bag on no matter what.
Yeah,
There
put
was
the
no
bag
saying
over
no.
the head.
Yeah.
I liked when he had the spike
That
face
was
thing.
cool. Yeah, like that dome fencing mask thing looking. Yeah.
But with the good of WrestleMania also comes the bad. And one thing that I think everyone can agree on is, oh boy, that stinker of a finish. Not just of night one, but the entire show.
Yeah.
The finish to the John Cena Cody Rhodes match, Cody not wanting to use the title to get ahead, John Cena kicking him, as Cartman would say, king is win net, and then hitting with the title and winning. And it's just like, I just felt so deflated. Not because Cody lost.
Mhm.
It was because of the way Cody lost.
Yeah, it's understandable. We saw it coming. We predicted that he was going to lose, but oh my God, Travis Scott took 20 minutes to get down the aisle.
Well, because nobody, and it's funny because nobody cared until The Rock came out, and everyone was waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even to the point, I'm sorry, but WWE, you are trolling people, putting out those T-shirts saying, "Finally, The Rock has come back to Las Vegas at WWE World."
Dude, I thought that was fake. I thought that was AI. Man.
I mean, I can't confirm nor deny that. I saw a picture and I'm rolling with it.
Yeah. No,
but I've seen it a few times.
This is for real, man. Fuck you. I'm sorry for the curse words, but damn.
Apparently The Rock was in Hawaii the entire time. Everybody thought it was a ruse, but I mean, he wasn't. Like I said, Travis Scott came out to the ring to his really overplayed theme song to WrestleMania that we heard 90 times during the weekend. And yeah, like, I don't know, man. I did not like that. After it was over, I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go do something else.
Yeah. No, I'm
go
totally
touch some grass real quick.
Dude, and I was so ready for Monday night. It's like Raw better be superb after this. Jeez.
What do you got on this bad list, Jose?
Okay, yeah, no, same.
Yeah.
That oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, but I also do have to mention all the hate that the Tiffany and Charlotte match got from the IWC. I didn't think it was that bad. Everybody's I don't know.
Charlotte did try. Okay, I can't say she stole Stephanie's move, Vicare's move, but it's a move that's been popularized by Stephanie Vicare.
Charlotte did do it in the past, but
I mean, Charlotte's for some reason doesn't have as much impact as Stephanie's. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, could be something missing, cake. Something missing, cake. Oh, I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought it was. It didn't stick out to me though.
It didn't, but it wasn't as bad as everyone says. Like, if you want to look somewhere where where the performance wasn't very good, I'm gonna say Lyra.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Still very green.
But she shouldn't be green if you're like a singles champion.
Yeah.
I understand that, if you're trying to teach someone more, okay, you got to learn how to be a champion now. Whatever. I don't teach people how to wrestle.
Yeah.
I get paid to talk. So, I mean, I don't know. I whatever. Lyra's fine.
It's still new, sharpening his skills. Maybe don't wear the wings for 20 minutes, but that's okay too.
Those wings at WrestleMania were just too much. Like, they bent back.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, get out of here with that. And one thing with the entrances, though. Okay, well, I'll hold off on that.
Okay.
And then the last thing I guess I'm going to put on the bad list is Gunther's tap out. Like, how fast he tapped out to Jey Uso's pathetic, like, excuse of look, Jey Uso could probably choke somebody out.
Choke me out.
Yeah, you can choke me out, probably.
Yeah.
But it's Gunther, and the way he had that locked in, it did not look believable. Gunther taps out in like not even 5 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the fact that it happened so quickly,
Mhm.
to me, it was just like, what? Like, I don't know.
Gunther should at least ate the pin or passed out from the sleeper.
Yeah, and I want to see that's here's the thing. It's like it's Jey Uso versus Gunther, and I think Jey should have they should have Jey is not as strong as Gunther. It's just not. It's not happening. I'm sorry. They needed to have done something like possibly like he could have like used the rope or something to like hurt Gunther. I don't know. While the referee's out, just like put a little extra umph on it and bet the choke out on him. I don't know.
Ran into the corner with a turnbuckle exposed.
Yeah, but I don't know. To me, it's just I don't know. Wasn't to me? It makes Jade like I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Whatever. Next up, because I don't know what the heck to talk about anymore. We look at all the ugliness from this weekend, and there's one. Somebody needs to take some driving classes because Stone Cold Steve Austin should not be driving that ATV anymore.
Dude, I think I willed it into existence. I was like, please don't hit the wall. Please don't hit the wall. Boom, he hits the wall.
Did you see the video of him trying to get onto the ramp?
No.
There's two. Okay, so there's two videos. There's the one we all saw of him hitting the side, and the first video was him going up to get onto the ramp from the side of the ramp. There was a ramp to get on, and he completely missed it and went down the other side, and they all had to pull the ATV back while his music is going. Yeah, and then he got back on.
No wonder it took so long. Oh man, you think he got on the ATV and was like, "Wow, well at least it can't be worse than that."
It was bad, and then he hits the wall, making that sharp turn.
Yeah,
and I'm just like that woman fall. I'm like, oh,
dude, okay,
you darling, because I would have done the exact same thing. I would have just whoa.
Okay, this lady, she couldn't be more telegraphed if her name was Lyra. She looked back and then gently fell backwards. Oh, right into her chair, and then she turned on Karen mode. Oh, Stone Cold.
You know what? If we can get her and her family sitting next to Green Shirt Guy for the next of eternity, then fine. Whatever. We can't get those tickets anyways. Those are outpriced for us anyways. You know?
Yeah.
Those are just strictly going to be for the people that WWE, they can't sue WWE.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But yes, what about you? The ugliness.
The ugliness?
Yeah.
The ugliness coming.
What's one of your ugliness?
The ugliness coming from the fans.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Not all of you. Select few of you. There's no reason right now to hate Bianca.
Okay.
Absolute no reason. The hate that she got was ridiculous. When she exited, you could see her physically holding back tears.
The hate. I mean, really? I mean,
yeah. Now,
is it that close attention?
Yeah, is it because she lost the title or lost a shot at the title? Maybe she was, putting it on thick. But no, I think it's because the fan, a select few of you betrayed her, and there's no reason right now. She hasn't turned on anyone. She hasn't been exposed to turn on Jade. She's been trying to play the peacemaker between her, Jade, and Naomi. So I don't understand.
Well, hold on. She did not try to play the peacemaker between Jade and Naomi. She completely walked away from Naomi and walked away from the situation, never to even talk to either of them ever again. Not saying that people shouldn't be hating on her because, but what I am saying is she ain't done nothing to try to solve everything. She was like, no, Naomi, you deal with it on your own. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. But I don't understand. I don't understand where this hate's coming from. Racism? I don't get it.
Well, I mean, WWE fans are far and wide, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I got more to say, but please continue.
One of my on a lighter note, this is one I didn't think I would have on my list, but I just wrote down as dirty Dom dude wipes.
What was that about?
Okay, so when Dirty Dominic Mysterio came out for the match, this match was sponsored by Dude Wipes during WrestleMania. And ever since then, and there was it just said Dude Wipes on the screen at one point when Dom was coming out on the big screen.
Yeah.
And so ever since then, somebody named Dirty Dominic and then the association with dude wipes, they were like the entire night, they were like, maybe Dom needs to use more dude wipes. And
So he likes being dirty Dom.
and I'm just like, yeah, but I don't want him to be like that type of dirty. Like, I don't want to be dirty butthole dirty. I want to be like dirty as in like, hey, I date like
Yeah.
3 different chicks, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I don't want to be like that guy who walks by you and you're like, what was that smell?
Yeah.
So it just now dude wipes are forever imprinted on my brain with Dirty Dominic Mysterio, which I'm sorry, Dom, you're still going to be the greatest Mysterio one day. I know, but
Oh yeah. If not already.
any
He has a road to go. Yeah.
anything else you'd like to add to this ugliness?
Yeah. It took some time to get a grip of this situation, right?
Yeah.
But the whole fandom that grew up liking John Cena back in the
Mhm.
day, and they were taught by the age group ahead of them. Because if you remember the whole Cena sucks, let's go Cena sucks. It was all little kids. It was all little kids versus 20
Adults.
something
Yeah.
adults. These kids have grown up and they are now getting their revenge, but at whose expense? At the kids that are growing up now. I saw a bunch of little kids there like, I need to scream louder than these Let's Go Cena fans. What the hell? It came off.
So the kids are screaming Cena sucks now?
No. The kids were screaming, let's go Cena, but they're
Okay.
looking at these old men like, what the hell, man? What's going on? It's a weird cycle that we're going in, and I don't like it at all. We're supposed to root for Spider-Man to win. We're not supposed to root for the Green Goblin. What the hell is that? That's what we're teaching these wrestling fans.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you. I think but like, you also look at like how many people are fans of like the NWO and things like that.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
People love to root for the bad guy,
But when Sting came in, everybody knew their role and they cheered for Sting. I never heard Sting get booed.
That's true.
Never heard Lex Luger get booed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as Mr. America Lex Luger.
Yeah.
Maybe as like one version of a face WCW version of Lex Luger.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that. But I don't know. I don't know what to do about this. I don't know how we can reverse it. But there is a select toxic bro fan out there that it's messing up the viewing for me because I like the storytelling of everything, and you're messing up the storytelling by doing this.
I have seen recently that I won't name names, but I know I have a friend I just recently saw that posted that they they're viewing wrestling a little differently because of the toxicity online and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I haven't really talked to them one-on-one. It was kind of something I saw today.
Sure.
I was like kind of like, wow, this person is a like lifelong wrestling fan that I would never expect to question their fandom to pro wrestling. But here they are doing so because of toxic fans. Just a piece of advice to anyone out there: be cool.
Yeah, stay on Twitter. Come here.
Just chill.
Yeah,
just chill
for a good time. Come Sid Wrestling Radio. We got you.
Yeah, if you feel like you should say something after having a few drinks, just don't.
Yeah.
Put on a pair of headphones. Listen to listen to our podcast. Listen to whatever podcast. If it helps you not be toxic, just do it.
Yeah. And I'm not going to scream at you for being all crazy. I'm just letting you know you're a bad influence guy.
No.
There's kids in the audience. There's kids there.
But I will scream about Mercedes Moné. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
All right.
On to a lighter note.
Let's get into everything. Monday Night Raw from April 21st, 2025. The Monday night after Raw. I thought this was kind of like, I don't know. There were some points, but there was some. It just kind of felt like it was just there,
Oh, I had the complete opposite reaction to it. I thought this was the highlight of the weekend.
There were some highlights of the weekend in here. So we kicked things off with John Cena coming out to the ring, cutting his first promo as a 17-time world heavyweight champion, saying that he only has 27 dates left, not matches, dates left. And after those dates, he's leaving with the title, and that Cody Rhodes was our best chance as a savior for the title. Then John invites the fans to kind of a picture opportunity to take a picture of the quote unquote real champion. And then out of nowhere, Randy Orton hits the RKO on John Cena, kind of where everyone saw this was going,
Mhm.
especially since I believe Backlash is in St. Louis. Jose, what do you think of these longer heelish Cena promos? I felt like sometimes I feel like he just goes on and he just like whining at a certain point.
Yeah, no, I mean, what heel doesn't whine?
Well, I mean,
I mean, he's not Drew McIntyre level.
well, yeah, I know you're right, but just sometimes when John does, I'm like, all right, dude, I don't care anymore. Like, shut
Mhm, mhm.
up. Like, I don't know.
Well, okay, yeah, soured over the weekend. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I like this. I like where he's going with everything. I like that he's ruining wrestling, and he
Well,
sure is.
here's the thing, over the weekend, like after he won that title, dude, he's been laying into people like reporters. Well, I won't say report, but wrestling reporters and
Mhm.
people on ESPN, things like that, saying like, okay, you want your headline? Here's your headline. I'm going to ruin pro wrestling. I'm going to do this and that. Da, da, da. Like he even like was at the press conference calling people out on like, that question sounded very clickbaity.
Oh, he did that to everyone. He did it to
Like,
every question he got.
oh my God.
I thought I was good.
Give me the microphone. I'll ask the real question. I'll get see that. Why are you a jerk to everyone that when they ask you a question on the street?
Yeah, dude. See,
Go. That's a real question.
What's with the jorts? It's not 2001, bro.
Yeah. Have you thought about taking the plugs from the back of your head? Never mind. Next up, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria for the WWE Women's Tag Team title so soon. So soon. I literally started out my notes for this match saying, wow, I don't think this team's going to last very long. Literally. That's the first thing I wrote because I was like, wow, Lyra's taking a lot of offense from the heels. And every time Becky gets in, she's just kicking ass, So that just kind of happened the entire match. Liv is trying to get the oblivion off on both Lyra and Becky at different times, but can't get it off. Eventually, Raquel is knocked out of the ring into Becky Lynch. This allows Liv to get the oblivion on Lyra and get the pin and the win, reclaiming the WWE Women's Tag Team titles after one day of losing them, making them the four-time. They're the greatest women's tag team of all time.
Yeah,
they are. Just the numbers say the numbers are there.
Numbers say, yeah.
Liv Morgan is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Jose.
Yeah.
Let that sink in, okay? She's at least one of the most decorated.
100%, yeah. And diversely decorated. She has her hand in almost all the titles.
Yeah, like women's. She had that like crown jewel title.
Yeah.
Jesus, like, all right, Liv, you greatest women wrestler of all time. Watch out, Charlotte. 15-time world champion. So what?
Sometimes it's all about right place, right time, right?
It's true. It's very true. After the match, Becky Lynch got into the ring and, for lack of a better, she turned heel on Lyra, hitting her with one clothesline and then yelling at her. She said, "Oh, I hate you because we're both Irish, but you're from the other side of town and I'm from that side of town.
And those stupid wings."
yeah, I hate your stupid wings. I hope she brings that up. Those are stupid. Stop it.
You
and
dare show up at WrestleMania in that?
Nobody knows how to chant for your song until it's about 30 seconds in, okay? At least with mine, they start singing 5 seconds in.
Yeah, even the announcers.
So Becky Lynch turning heel on Lyra, and I guess this will lead to a IC title match. Just put the title on Becky, which is, I don't think that title should be on Becky. I don't know. I guess it's viewed about different ways, the IC title. Do you think the IC title for both men and women should be held by people like that are on the downward trajectory, I guess, so to speak?
No, that's Liv's title. That is Liv's title. Yes, that is Liv's title.
The IC title, you think?
There's going to be it's a windy road, but it's going to land in Liv's lap, and they're going to be dual partner IC champions.
But like, I'm just saying, like, there are so many women on their roster that they can have as an IC title, while you have Liv and Becky and other people go for the world title or the WWE women's title.
Sure.
Why have Becky or Liv, for that matter, go for the secondary title?
Well, because you have to put all the titles on Liv eventually.
That's okay. You do have to put all the titles on Liv.
No, and can you imagine a Dom and Liv partnership?
when they're gonna break up eventually,
Sure,
right?
but but dual intercontinental champions. I mean, that's
Oh yeah.
magic. That's magic being made. Cinema.
It did look weird seeing Lyra. I feel like after like Lyra was holding both those titles, they were like,
Yeah.
let's ixnay this.
Yeah.
But do you think it was a smart idea to even make that title change yesterday, like at Mania?
Yeah. I think this was according to the plan with
Bailey, being out.
Bailey. Yeah. And for some reason, don't ask me why, but for some reason they decided to insert Becky instead. I don't know why. I don't know.
Becky and Lyra make more sense as a tag team. I mean, they're both Irish. Apparently, I think Lyra trained with Becky, or she was like her trainer or something like that at one point. So it makes more sense. But it's just like, why did we do it like that? Why couldn't we have done it like weeks ago? Like Lyra, she needs a partner. She's asking people to be her partner. They won't be her partner. Who's it going to be? But it just seemed kind of sudden. I was like, oh, it's Becky.
Yeah.
And the fact that they took the titles off one day, like there was no need to take the titles off unless you are just trying to rack up Liv and Raquel's numbers.
Yeah. Then that's exactly what you're doing. Inflating. Yeah.
Next up, we have, speaking of tag team champions, we have the new world heavyweight champions, the New Day. They come out for their title celebrations. A lot of title celebrations tonight. They come out calling themselves the greatest tag team of all time. Out comes, according to my notes, the Alphabet Academy. Maxine Dupree. She's on the microphone. She calls the New Day Minutemen. That's when Kofi says, "We're not no Minutemen. Get in the ring right now. We'll defend these titles."
Yeah, her delivery was nice, by the way.
Maxine's. I think Maxine's getting better and better. She's not one of those like, look, Maxine isn't like the greatest on the mic right away, but she's getting there. With her wrestling skills too. I think one day she can actually be like a decent in-ring competitor.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she's getting that IC title.
Yeah,
Sacramento's own Maxine Dupree.
Oh, there you go.
Then we have the lights go out, and out comes the returning Rusev, because it's Rusev Day. He comes out and he takes out Alpha Academy, and the New Day get away. So, Jose, are you excited for Rusev, or do you think he's kind of lost some of his luster?
Not many people saw his run in AEW. I'm assuming because WWE fans are a different breed than pro wrestling fans. I think he's gonna refresh himself because of the break. We'll see what they do with him, right? I kind of was rooting for him to join the New Day and be like the new Big E.
That's kind of what I was thinking when he came out, because the only thing I was thinking, right? What do they have in common? That both of them are really into
game over
video games. Yeah. So they can do something with that. I think it would be really good. And they're both heels. It'd be a great triple threat or three-way team.
Yeah, totally.
So, the only thing I noticed though, I felt like Rusev, he looked great, but I felt like he did look a little smaller than when he was Rusev.
Yeah, but he looks a little leaner, more agile.
I think a lot of people are looking leaner in WWE lately. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Next, we have the Judgment Day backstage. In walks Finn Balor. He kind of gets in Dominic's face, and that's when Liv says, "Hey, remember, like we just said, we had to bring the title, the IC title here. Didn't matter who brought it in.
Remember Finn? Remember? You remember Finn?
You remember Finn? Finn says, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas," which I thought was going to be a cue that he was going to turn on him tonight, because we were still in Vegas.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Next, we have Io Sky. She comes out to the ring. She says she's the best after beating Rhea Ripley and Bianca at WrestleMania. And out comes Stephanie Vaquer, making her WWE Raw debut.
Marking out Jose. Yes.
And apparently that's when we got the notice that did you see this, that they're gonna do this thing now all year, that when somebody makes their debut, they'll have a patch on their clothing, and then that patch will be put in a 1-of-1 Topps card.
Yeah. For a second I wanted to buy some Topps cards, but then I lost the interest.
I'm the same way. Every time I go to Target, I'm like, they got it. Oh, no, they got them. They got them. And then everything gets so like priced up And I feel like it's going to get to a point to it's like how many of these cards that can go on the market to the point where it's going, these aren't worth anything. Like, yeah, Io Sky wore this, so what, you know?
Yeah.
Or Stephanie Vicaire wore this.
Yes. Well, okay,
Stephanie comes out and congratulates Io, but she said she wants to fight with the best and challenges Io to a match. Io accepts, and we have Stephanie Vicaire versus Io Sky, and this was a banger of a match. Well, it was a banger of a match until Roxanne Perez and Julia come out, which threw me kind of through a loop right there. I didn't know that they were a team together now. They come out for the DQ and beat up on both, like I said, was it Vicaire and Io Sky? But, you know, when the kids are disobeying, mommy's got to come out to lay the discipline. Now comes Rhea Ripley.
Don't mess with my friends.
But you know, Rhea Ripley, got to give it to her. She did come out looking like Hulk Hogan in WrestleMania 9.
She did. And you noticed she
had a little scar under her eye, so she didn't put eye makeup on around.
Yeah, she what was done the other one, was it?
Yeah. So they come out, she beats them both up. And what do you think about this going forward? Vicaire, Julia, and Roxanne Perez kind of on the main roster.
I think this is going to be relegated to NXT. The only one involved that's on the main roster is Io. This is going to be a fight for the NXT title.
Well, these women are going to be like
eventually
on the one day. Yeah.
Not today. That cares sooner than later. Julia, Roxanne, I don't know why she's not already there. I mean, she kind of is, right?
I don't like Roxanne. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like her and she's a good wrestler, but something about her, I'm just like,
she's very impatient and fast in the ring.
Yeah. No, I think it's her promos. I just don't like her promos.
Well, let's see when she goes, baby.
Yeah. No, yeah, she's probably better, baby. I just don't like her feel.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Jey Uso coming out to celebrate his world title win. He comes out, he yeets some more. The fans yeet. Out comes Sami Zayn. They yeet. And then Jimmy Uso comes out, and then they all yeet. Like, I don't know. Sami Zayn came out, and he was kind of saying, I want to be the first to congratulate you on winning that title. There was a moment where everyone did think Sami was going to turn.
He's kind of looking up.
Yeah, and there's just, I don't know. I feel like we're getting into this too much now, where it's like every time somebody's in the ring with somebody, we're like, oh, are they going to turn on them?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's like,
you know, we've been trained.
Did you see the Jey Uso press conference, Jose?
I did not.
Video.
What happened?
I think Jay had a few, as
again
Cody would say, a few libations.
Remember the Cody Jay tag champions?
Yeah. It just made me think there was a couple instances, a couple things that happened during WrestleMania. Something on night 1, something on night 2, maybe something I talked about earlier in the show. Don't want to connect those two because I don't know, but feel like they should stop serving backstage. Just probably for the best.
Yeah.
Don't serve alcohol backstage. I mean, okay, look, after your match, I get it. You're a grown man, and it was kind of funny, but yeah, he was a little.
Or maybe don't drink and promo at the press conference.
Yeah, but Travis Scott. Well, no, Travis Scott wasn't there the first night. He was at Coachella. Coming back from break, we have Gunther yelling at Michael Cole at the commentary desk because Michael Cole said Gunther tapped out at WrestleMania, which he did.
Yeah, what the hell?
So Gunther kind of gets in Cole's face. He grabs Michael Cole, and that's when Pat McAfee gets involved. He's shoved on his ass by Gunther. They eventually go back and forth. Not back and forth. Sorry. McAfee gets in Gunther's face. Gunther walks away, but turns around and chokes out Pat McAfee. And Pat McAfee goes to the back and is never to be seen for the rest of the night. Probably not for a couple weeks. I'm just guessing. It seems like a way to take him off. Yeah. I said that all in about 30 seconds. This thing took like 10 minutes.
2 segments.
Like what? And they're carrying Pat McAfee to the back slowly. Like, okay, you can cut this.
He's puking throughout the whole. Wait.
From being choked out. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
give him water. Give him water.
So the one thing I will say about this, there was a saving grace for a moment. which is when Michael Cole was backstage, and you get to see Michael Cole in a rare situation. First off, he's backstage. You don't see Michael Cole backstage a whole lot anymore. Secondly, he's like acting. He's not doing he's not commentating. He's just, he's like telling Adam Pearce, because Adam Pearce tells him, he goes, take the night off. He goes, how can I do my job out there if I'm being bullied night in and night out by someone? I'm not going to let him bully me. I'm going back out there. Adam Pearce like, good for him.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, he's a strong man.
Yeah. You know what a bully does?
Yeah. And so Joe Tessitore takes over so I did like that it kind of felt unscripted to the point where Joe Tessitore, he's like throwing his jacket over the desk. He's like, hey, I just grabbed a shirt and a jacket. I didn't know I had to be out here.
Yeah.
Kind of made me, because I work in broadcasting. I've seen that happen before. An anchor, a news anchor. Oh, you have to fill in for this show.
Yeah.
Grab your stuff. Let's go change your shirt. And it was like, wow, this is real.
Yeah. It's all the details. That was great.
So I thought that was really good. What did you think of this segment?
Yeah, no, same as you. It took forever, and
look, it took way too long, but
yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, and I guess it's a good way to write them off of TV. I mean, finally.
Yeah, no, I do think they're right. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think they're writing McAfee off for a little bit. He usually takes time off every here and there. So, like I said, Michael Cole, he wants to come back to the commentary table because he wants to show that he can't be bullied. He's not going to make this about himself tonight.
Oh, you think?
So he goes on and on and on about how, look, Joe, that's great. But if we can't say what we feel at this commentary desk, look, I might have went over the line, but
So, but look, I don't want to make it about myself, but I'm going to make it about myself right now.
There's literally Penta and Dirty Dominic are having a match in the ring for the IC title.
A very cool match at that.
He's sitting there like, look, I'm not going to make it about myself.
I'm not going to diminish the in-ring ability of these guys.
But
yeah,
it's just like, dude, come on. Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely going to lead to McAfee returning. Probably at one point, he's going to challenge Gunther. They're going to have a match. So. Yeah. McAfee hasn't had a match in a while, too. So that's kind of cool. So, like I said, we had Penta versus Dom. This is another good match of the night. Dominic, like I said, is really improving as a solo performer. A lot of cool spots in this match, especially when Penta did this really nice looking, like from outside the ring to inside the ring Hurricane Rana. Yeah, I thought that was dope. Eventually, Penta goes up to the top rope, but is pushed off by a returning JD McDonough.
Yeah,
he comes back and everyone cheers.
Except Finn. Finn was like, what?
He was a little surprised, Yeah. Dominic gets the pin and successfully retains his title. And I don't know. Judgment Day looks happy. Finn looked a little
for the most part.
I think Finn can be, with JD returning, I think he can be brought around.
Yes.
I think it's a cool, like, I'm really starting to look at Judgment Day like, this is a cool group of cats. Like, you have Liv and Raquel, you have Carlito, which is a funny guy, Dominic, and Finn. Yeah. Like, that's just like a group of 5 cool people. Raquel's, I guess she's cool too. I was 6, right? I don't know. Yeah, 6. No, 5. I can't count. It's too late for me. But Raquel's kind of cool too.
4. Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, she has that cool like Texas like vibe going on too. I don't know. I really like this team. I know a lot of people have for a long time, but yeah, I'm not like saying something that nobody else has said, but
yeah,
they're pretty cool.
Yeah. They're new cool.
They're all successful, like young.
There's a new coolness to them that wasn't around before. They have a different aura. How the children are saying nowadays.
Yeah, but a breakup though is eventually happening.
It will, but I think they want to stretch this along a little bit further, especially with JD coming back.
Yeah, how long do you think it's going to take for a breakup with the Judgment Day?
We're going to see another tease at SummerSlam. Maybe sometime Survivor Series.
We should have Judgment Day in Survivor Series.
Yes.
In San Diego is announced too. They're going to be in San Diego.
Guess whose hometown?
Yours?
No, Dom.
I was like, I thought you were from San Francisco.
No, yeah. From San Diego.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I'm not going to go though.
No,
I'm not going to Survivor Series again. Sorry, I did that once. Survivor Series is one of those ones you go to like one time just to check it off.
Yeah, and hopefully it's in your hometown.
It wasn't, but it was in
Oh.
LA, so it was a quick
Close enough.
hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have the main event of the night. Seth Rollins comes out to cut a promo with his wise man Paul Heyman, or his advocate, whatever he's going to call him. I don't know. We haven't figured out a name. But Seth Rollins comes out. Basically, he just starts talking. I am a visionary. I did this and I did that. And then all of a sudden, CM Punk comes out, wrapping his fist. Beats up on Seth Rollins for a little bit. Goes after Paul Heyman. Seth stomps a Punk. The show pretends like it's about to go off the air.
Yeah, we get the titles and everything.
I was like, oh, wow, we're not going to get Roman. And then out comes Roman. And then it goes for like 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Roman comes out. He beats up on Seth, gives Paul Heyman a Superman punch, goes for a spear, but is then speared himself by the one Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker joining Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. What do you think of this?
To my surprise, but then again, not really, because I kind of predicted big things for him.
You did predict that he was going to do something. Yeah.
Something major, and this is major. One thing that threw me for a loop though is Paul Heyman's regenerative abilities.
I was like, wow, Paul, you really took that Superman punch very well.
So Wolverine over here.
Yeah. First off, he took some offense a couple of nights ago. He hit 2 low blows, and now he's taking a Superman punch.
Yeah,
I want this guy on my team.
Yeah, right. Yeah, pretty solid team so far. Let's see who else they add, if they add anyone.
Yeah. So I mean,
they don't have to, by the way.
Add more people.
Yeah, they're fine the way they are right now. Just those 3. They don't need a 4th unless they want a fall guy.
Becky. They can add Becky.
But they need
because she just turned heel, and like everyone knows her as, like, they don't know her as Seth's wife, but we know her and we know that she is Seth's wife.
Yeah, are we gonna get a improved version of the Death Raiders? Is that what they're called?
Oh, the Death Riders.
Yeah,
we could. I mean, that'd be all right, I guess.
Yeah. So you just need a fall guy. You gotta take all the bumpskis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what happens with them. But oh
no, it's Rusev.
no, Rusev with the New Day.
Yes,
the New Day, and he's gonna say, "Oh, you're the New Day," and they're like, it's
game over." Yeah.
So, anyways, I think that about does it here for us tonight.
Yes, it does.
All the fallout from WrestleMania. It's been a long weekend. I am still bloated from the chili cheese fries I had Saturday night.
Dude, taquitos, man.
So, anyways, we're gonna get out of here. For City Wrestling Radio, I am Corey Smith.
I am Beat, and my name is.
We will see you next time. Take care and have a wonderful day.